Yo, 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 1 2 1 2. What it do? It's your boy SkeeterSteve
and Nikki B.
And welcome to another episode of Lacedrhymes, where we get giving it to you for the culture, better culture. You and these ad libs.
Hey, I
tried. Man, back once again.
Yes, we are. A long weekend, right, Steve?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm kind of not drunk, but I'm tipping right now.
Okay, he's tipping. He's sitting sideways.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely. I'm gonna say, I said from the last 2-3 episodes I wasn't gonna drink again. Well, that was a lie.
That was a lie. Okay. Maury hit you with the lie detector test on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I can dig it. Well, go on ahead and tell the people what you got into this weekend.
Oh man. Nothing. Starting off by seeing the greatest rapper ever, the GOAT, Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar. You know, that was fun.
Kung Fu Kenny, K-Dot.
Yes, him putting on a phenomenal show. A fucking phenomenal show. Like, really.
Yes.
Like, beginning to end, it was like, had the energy just going in. I love the fact that he did the whole album. Not too many artists do that. Mm-hmm. They always do like 4 or 5 cuts and then they resort to like their classics though, but it was good actually seeing him touch the whole album, and he barely hit us with any classics, so I enjoyed that.
I feel like it was a great blend. First and foremost, it was great running into you up there.
Oh yeah,
and everything.
It was.
We were acting like it wasn't premeditated, but
yeah, she was stunned. She had on some off-white, so
okay,
yeah.
slightly. All right, Steve, don't just throw me out there as if I'm the only one that was out there showing up and showing out. You had the Travis Scott's on the Sixes.
Yeah, I did.
All right, the glow in the dark daddies. Those was really smooth.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It was a really nice. It was a really good look for the city, especially
absolutely.
It was just a lot of beautiful people out. Yes. And like he said, he just went in from beginning to end, and it was just so amazing because with some artists you get to their show and then it's like, all right, they pull out a song and it's like you don't really know it or what the case may be, but I'm like, every fucking song
everybody
slapped.
Yeah,
it was like no surprises in there. It was just
at all.
It was, oh my goodness. And then also just a kind of a disclaimer for those of you guys that haven't had the opportunity to see it, or anyone that had any type of like reservations against going to the show because of the clips that they were showing on the internet. Because I'll be so transparent with you guys right now. Like when I first saw this nigga with this dummy and like getting the COVID test on stage, I hit up Steve because we had got these tickets back in May, or was it? It was May.
May.
It was May, June, pretty much May though.
Yeah.
It was like, man, I don't know. Like, I'm seeing these clips, like, going around. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this. This shit kind of look a little weird, But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It all actually ties into it. And it really like everything has meaning. And the way that he laid out the whole like performance, it was just really, it was one of his best shows. And Steve and I were talking about it earlier on the fact of us, seeing him in so many different, through the transition of his career from Good Kid, Mad City all the way up until Mr. Morale now. And this is Kendrick purely at his best. Gave us nothing but bangers. The transitions between the songs were like real, seamless. It was amazing. I really enjoyed it.
And for everybody that was thinking that Kendrick is not for the kids, let me touch on this real quick. I'm walking up to the line, meet 2 older adults, like really just had to be my age. We all talking, just excited to see Kendrick, and then see these 2 kids just walk up. It was like, yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm gonna be rapping every word. I was like, y'all like Kendrick? It was like, yeah, I love Kendrick. And then they was like, our dads you talking to, they're taking us to this show. I'm all like, I'm just saying to myself, get the fuck out of here. And these kids had to be like, probably like at least like 10, 11 years old. But it didn't stop there. The section that I was sitting at and watching it from my view, I see literally an 8-year-old girl rapping every single fucking song.
That's impressive.
Like every single song. So that lets you know, like, he got a lot of power.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like he has power, and like not only we watched them from from our lens, just his beginnings into now though. But it's dope to see the kids growing up and listening to him, and just being a fan, like, and just really just. I'm gonna just say it. You got some of these kids that's idolizing him, and that's not bad because he a real positive dude, and I love the fact that I seen that, and y'all gonna hate me when I say this, and I still stand on this. Jay, we love what you done for the culture,
man,
but move that seat over and give it to Kendrick Lamar. You have to like what he's doing, like even like right now is just. It's just simply amazing, and like you can't deny it. It's like y'all trying to deny LeBron, and y'all don't want to goat him, but you got to give it up. And the seat, you got to move that seat over.
I don't think that's Jay's call to make. I think that's like it goes to the whole consensus of the people, and then like you and I said, like ultimately like it's. People kind of get with the whole GOAT aspect, and they think of greatest of all time, but like. We're not in a day and age where it's just one fucking goat running around the earth. It's multiple goats. Yeah. So, he definitely has. No matter no matter how you feel about him for any reason, which I couldn't imagine anyone not having any putting any respect on Kendrick's name. But for whatever reason, whatever thing, he just may not do it for you. Like and
that's okay. That's
my guy Toby Wigway and Steven, because I love that nigga. I love Toby, but Steven he just don't click for me. So it's like, all right, I get it. I don't get it because he's amazing. Him and his wife and everything they're doing over there with that mint green. But anyways, but regardless, you gotta respect that though, right? So it's like that's where we stand on it. It's if anyone wants to go on ahead, we all got our own personal preferences. If you guys want to crown him or not, he's definitely has to be a part of the conversation. If you actually are really listening to like the music, if you're not, it's all good too.
Right.
Hey, we'll take that.
Right. It is what it is. And another thing that I seen and gotta call this out was just fucking crazy, y'all are going too fucking far with these damn pandas. Everywhere I walked and turned while I was at the show, there goes a panda. Panda here, panda there, panda everywhere. It was
panda.
Boy, it was pandemonium. Like it was bad.
Pandemic.
Pandemic.
But
the pandemic.
The pandemic
pandas.
But in their defense, it's like I understand the whole aspect, and it's all about individuality. If you want to, come out and do that, that's what you want to do. I'm all good. It's just the point on if you want to you want to throw some darts or something like that. You don't want that a part of your whole like.
No.
You don't want that a part of your Carfax.
No. Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
But but aside from all the pandas and everything, I definitely seen some really good looks out there. Ran into some really, I'm sure you ran into, a few people also. So that was really dope. That's one of the best things about the concerts out here. You run into people that you haven't seen in like 4 or 5 years. And it's like you just all uniting and pretty much just, coming under the artists of fellowshipping.
Oh, no, absolutely.
So
break bread.
Yeah,
shit, I lost my voice that night.
Okay, yeah, I think my brother's just getting his back. So, shout out to those and having that day of being able to recoup on that because, man, that was just, it was what a time. What a time.
Oh, no, yeah. But overall, that night was fun. Other than me getting stuck at the Cosmo for like 3 fucking hours.
Okay.
That was bad. That was bad, though. But
all right, tell the people why you got stuck at the Cosmo.
Okay, so what I didn't know is we decided to park at the Cosmo and we caught the tram there. So we was thinking, okay, this is going to be an in and out thing. We'll be able to get up out of here, so we get into the parking lot. Yeah, the parking garage. We seen like 2-3 lines of like cars and they wasn't moving. We like, what the hell going on? Come to find out the same night Kendrick had his show at T-Mobile, Kehlani had her show at the Cosmo, and a lot of people was there for that show, but also parked at the Cosmo for the Kendrick show. So, yeah, when I say niggas was stuck, we were stuck.
And if you've ever been in anything like that, you just know that that's the place that you just never want to be. It's like, okay, you can just go on ahead, and if I can walk and I'm stuck in traffic like that, it's so frustrating. But
Man.
yeah, like the traffic guys looked out for your girl that night, and I parked in a place that I'd rather go ahead and not mention for future references. I'm going ahead and keep that on the Lowski Woski.
Right.
But yeah, man, but ultimately I saw you make the most out of that. You did. You guys, hit the little spot up there. You got your little chicken sandwiches and everything. I saw your video. For those of you guys that don't follow SkeeterSteve87 on Instagram, definitely do so, because he does a great job on putting his reels together and everything. So I'm show my guys some love.
I'm trying to get good at this.
Yeah, no, you're getting good at it. I seen it. I was like, okay, check them out, because we were at the same show, but it's like looking at the difference, the contrast of pretty much from my vision and your vision and everything. It's like it was really dope to see the fact that from the perspective of two different people at the same spot.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. All right, before we get on the good shit though,
well, this is the good shit. We about to get into some honorable mentions.
Yes, and this is an actually good honorable mention for all my people that does podcasts, content creators, marketers, business owners, entrepreneurs. The Revolt is doing their annually Revolt Summit that they do every year, and this year it will be in good old ATL, because normally when they started out, they were hitting like 3 cities, ATL, Houston, and LA though, but COVID kind of fucked everything up and whatnot though, so hopefully they get back to that though, but it's good to see them doing this. And this year it's going to be in Atlanta, and pretty much though it's a 2-day event where you have live talks, panels, performances, and competitions, from everybody, where you up there getting knowledge on business, creating content, hip hop artists, and just the digital platforms, like everything though. So I mean, just being honest, so this is where you need to be if you really want to step your game up and just level up. Just being in the room with same like-minded people as you, and you guys sharing knowledge, exchanging numbers, cards, and even possibly collabing and networking with one another. So I mean, you guys definitely don't want to miss this. So right now they still have the early bird ticket. The general admission is $100, pretty much $99, and they have a early bird insider, which is $250, and that gives you fast passes to the Revolt, complimentary drink tickets, artist meet and greet, and even the same thing as a regular one, where you're getting designated 18 hours one-on-one time with speed mentoring sessions. So this is something, if you're looking to step your game up, like I just said, hey, this is where you need to be.
Yes. What better way than to be around your people and, again, get into that whole fellowship and of, surrounding yourself with the like-minded individuals and just getting that streamline of support. I think that this is going to be a phenomenal event, and, shout out to Revolt, Sir Puffy Diddy Combs, and the entire team that, makes this happen for us, because this is strictly an event that I feel as though it is for the culture, because we come in contact with just so many different aspects of these conventions and these type of events, but it's nothing kind of catered to our demographic to a certain extent. So that's definitely noteworthy, and,
Look at her, y'all.
I touched the board, I did, and I hit the right button this time around. So that's what's up. That's what's up. We're gonna get some new sounds going too for y'all though soon. Real soon.
Yeah,
I got one in mind right now.
Okay. Right. Next up, Dr. Dre and Missy Elliott to be presented at the RAA Honors and the Pioneers of the Hip Hop event. Dr. Dre and Missy will host the Recording Industry Association America event September 14th in Washington, D.C., and the ceremony will honor MC Light, Grandmaster Flash, Universal Music Group's Jeff Harrelson, the House of the Democratic Caucus Chairman Hakeem Jeffries, and others who all push the culture forward, And on top of that, while that's going on too, as of tomorrow in Missy's hometown, they're giving her own street name.
Oh my goodness! All right.
Yes. Giving her own street name and pretty much.
And Melissa Elliott.
Yes, and even the chairman, Mitch Glazier, had to say in a statement, "Congratulations to everybody that's winning and contributions to this diverse musical landscape and setting the stage for creators to come." So I mean, that is dope. That's for me, like that's dope. So
oh no, I think that's phenomenal. Especially to get these two goats.
Yeah.
We were just talking about multiple goats.
Yeah,
right. So to get both of them, on stage and actually allow them to go on ahead and be able to recognize other up and coming artists. That's phenomenal. I think that's amazing. And who better than Dr. Dre and Missy? So
yes,
it's really amazing when everything's able to come full circle, and individuals such as Missy, Dr. Dre are able to receive this type of recognition while also passing the torch to other up and coming individuals as well.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. So I mean, here at Lacedrhymes, we always give our flowers. So
yes.
shout out to Dre and shout out to Missy. All right.
As we get into this commentary for the culture.
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of spiciness this week. Starting off with, Latto tried to call out the performers and the people that she was supposed to do a performance with, but she kind of skipped out and she refused to accept her remaining balance of her money that she was supposed to get paid on Zelle. So she made a whole huge tirade saying that, oh yeah, they never ain't paid me, yada, 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 this and that though. But they ended up responding back was just saying, we became the offer to pay Latto her $5,000 remaining balance in Zelle and the rest in cash. But she pulled out because she only wanted cash, and then goes on IG to say that we didn't have her money though, but they were trying to offer to pay you in Zelle, and we all know if you have Zelle, that shit is automatically going straight to your account. It's not going anywhere else.
Okay.
So I mean,
okay, give it. So
all
right. On this one, you feel as though that Latto was wrong for that?
I didn't say wrong. I wouldn't say wrong. My only thing is that, if you wanted it in cash, like, we could have just kept it at that. Like, there wasn't no need to go on IG and just make a whole tirade about that. Like, that's just all, like, for me. Like, if somebody, like, owed me cash or something, man, I'm not finna go to social media and be like, oh, this nigga ain't paying me. There's no need for all of that.
No, I get it. And I feel as though that the reason why, just kind of looking from the outside in is that she wanted to make sure that she saved face with her fans or whoever came out to see her, in a respect that, hey, the business wasn't actually handled the way that it should have been up front.
Right.
In that kind of deal, like, you think about it and you think about Zelle, right? You think about the whole IRS situation.
Yeah, with Cash App.
Cash App, Zelle, and everything. And you think about the fact that she probably, like, specifically told them to pay her in cash, right?
Yeah.
For a reason, because I'm assuming that she pretty much wanted this to go under the radar.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, it's one of those things where you balancing out the scales. It's like, all right, well, she came out to go ahead and save face to a certain extent, but ultimately they did not have her money the way that she wanted it. Like, even with my mom's, like, it's so weird. Like, I remember, like, in the fact of, like, all right, mom, like, let me get $100. She's like, okay, well, you got to give it back to me the way I gave it to you. And she didn't mean, like, giving her, like, $100 bill. If she gave me two 20s, a 10, and a $50 bill, she wanted it exactly back like that.
Oh,
that's
shit.
how weird. That's how fucking grimy she was. I was like, oh, man. So, yeah, like, so long story short, it made me a better woman. It made me never want to ask her for shit else again. I haven't touched her since teen years, but I'm just saying. Like, in this one right here, I'm sure that she was very specific on the fact that she wanted to be paid out in cash for a reason. And then for them to go on ahead and throw her out there also, it's like, for us to see that now, I know why she probably wants to be paid in cash. And if I'm someone looking on now, I'm like, okay, like, it's kind of almost like dry snitching in the situation now. It's like, hey, she wants to be paid cash because, like, not... you connect the dots.
Yeah.
So because we wanted to do things the right way and pay you through our LLC and send the money to, because we want to get a 1099 type shit.
Right.
You couldn't do the performance. It's like, so it just seemed kind of dry snitching to me. And it's like, with that one, like, okay, like she told you that she wanted to be paid in cash. I didn't have the cash. So it just kind of seems like some wires got crossed. But it's like you said, it's no right or wrong on that. It's just I found this one pretty funny because it was like, hey, all right, so Latto trying to really cash in, cash out. Like,
cash in, cash out, cash in, cash out.
At this point, paper trails and all that kind of stuff is like, all right, man.
No, yeah.
Give me my shit in cash.
Right, no, I feel it. I get it. All right, moving on. Not really just need to go in depth with this one, though, but, I mean, it's just really exciting news to hear, Lil Wayne and Juelz Santana reunite in the studio to work on his upcoming album, The Carter 6.
Okay.
Lil Wayne and Juelz are looking to pick up where they left off at, after seeing footage of Surfing City and them in the studio working on The Carter 6. Juelz went on his Instagram showing videos of him and Weezy in the studio and him just talking about, all I'm going to say, Wayne is my brother. We never not worked on music outside of each other as well together. So for us to do, to try to make an attempt to do I Can't Feel My Face, which we know at that time in the middle of 2005 and 6, like honestly, like them two were like killing the game. And just think about if they were able to do that, but it didn't happen though. But I'm just happy, we're here, Carter 6, and not trying to have a huge expectation though, but all the features, yes, all the features that Wayne has been on lately, he been killing it. So I mean, I'm very.
Oh, he has. Wayne has been killing it.
Yeah,
lately.
so I'm very excited to hear these two on a record together.
Yeah, I'm excited also. I haven't heard anything recently of Juelz, so
yeah,
but
after that beatdown they got not too long ago.
Oh my goodness! But that was messed up because of the fact that those was old tracks.
Right. Right.
Like it's like, okay, that wasn't even new music.
Right.
But this should be pretty cool, especially coming into the Carter 6. It's always been dope whenever we could get Juelz and Lil Wayne together in the studio because I haven't really heard anything like my favorite song from them too. I forget which Carter it's on. I feel like it's on the Carter 3, but it's like I got money like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
you ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah, and mine's is from Juelz with the game. It's missing boy. Let me show you how to rip that crack. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's my joint. That's my joint right there though. So I mean, for them to do this, like I said, man, I'm excited for it.
Let's go on ahead and connect the dots because we've been getting a whole lot of the even with the DJ Premier and what he was able to do with Wayne and Slick Rick. And
all that.
It's like, hey, this stuff has been working out lately, so let's go on ahead and keep the good times rolling. So
right.
All right. Speaking of Wayne, yeah,
Turk.
Okay.
Turk was recently on Drink Champs not too long ago, and he had some shit to say to Gillie the Kid. So yeah, we're gonna play this real quick so y'all can check this out, like what he had to say. This was wild.
Oh, for him, you ain't right for no Lil Wayne.
Nope.
Oh, for him, you ain't right for no Lil Wayne, nigga. You ain't right for Lil Wayne, and I stand on that. Shorty been doing this shit. You a clout chaser. Now talk about that.
And for everybody that hasn't seen that clip, you have to go on ahead and actually see the clip.
Right.
But it's this thing that Turk does in the video where he does this neck roll. You ain't right for Lil Wayne. Right. No good.
Talk about that.
Yeah, man. He definitely was like sauce. He was sauce. And he was very passionate about that. So
I mean, with Turk saying that, I mean, do we still believe Gillie? Do we believe Turk? Like, I'm at this point, I don't know what and who to believe.
Yeah, we weren't in a studio, so like with the creative process and everything, it's really hard to like really weigh in on that to say yes or no. Of course, Turk was definitely there in the beginning years
the
whole Cash Money.
But
there was a situation where, the roads were splintered. So in the time that Gillie, allegedly started writing for him, Turk wasn't really even in the picture at that time.
He was gone by then.
So it's like, okay, well, I understand that we're going to have to see Wayne on $1 million worth of game to clear that up. But I'm sure we probably won't see that shit.
Right, at all.
We got Wayne and fucking Jay-Z on a track again together before we got him on $1 million worth of game. Yeah, so that's interesting.
Yeah, no, it is.
But with that, that was just really, really funny on that aspect.
Yeah, it really was.
The way Turk came out. And it definitely raises the eyebrow and the question of the whole validity of it and everything. But at this point, it's like, all right, well, Wayne is still he's still really nice in the studio. And he's still just really breezing through these bars. So, and Gillie's doing his own thing. I just kind of when stuff like this resurface, it's like it was more so for the whole funny aspect of it and the way that his delivery on that shit, the way he did that that shoulder really shimmy. That was the moment for me.
Absolutely. All right, before we get into this the Lace report, we got one more for you, which was kind of spicy.
Yeah, this one was a little caliente.
Yeah, no, it really was. Lil' Kim denies 50 Cent claims she dissed Nicki Minaj on the Child Plan B remix, where she went on IG and said, "I never said a word about anyone's child. Please feel free to listen to the song where we were clearly talking about an ex. Try to twist my words to have an excuse to take digs at my child is disgusting. I'm one of the most disrespected legends in the game. Oh, shit. But what you will not do is come for my child." Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was really, don't get me wrong. I'm sure, with everyone, if anyone, whoever follows 50, that this nigga definitely is a shit starter.
Yeah, pettiness.
He is just an instigator, which is so funny because I promise you, I was just waiting for him. It was almost like having a rock roller on a leash, ready for him to get fucking Jason Taylor. I was waiting for him to get that nigga, hit him 50. Because normally it's 50 just kind of come at people for no reason and it's he's been begging for it. But I guess that's the whole essence of it. You don't want to if somebody's, you don't want to go into that type of deal. But he eventually made his way over to the game also. And took his little jabs. But with this one, 50 did actually say something along the lines, his caption on it was he alluded to, which ultimately that picture that he did post of Lil' Kim, it was a little funny. Lil' Kim next to Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a good joke. Yeah. Funny is funny. We had this rule in my household where if it's funny, you are not in trouble. So that one was was actually funny in comparison to, just bad fashion and bad choices. Her whole, team that day, her glam squad, they kind of really steered her in the wrong direction. So there's no excuse for that. We're going to go on ahead and give that to her. But what he said about her child's eye, that was really uncalled for because
that wasn't cool.
That wasn't cool at all because if you listen to the song, the Plan B song with Megan Thee Stallion or whatever the case may be that Kim was on, they clearly were talking about a man. They were talking about an ex. And it didn't allude to, as far as any type of Nicki Minaj situation. I feel as though that whenever you're going through people, that whole instigating shit, we got it, we don't do it personally, but as a collective, that's just dead. That's just whack as fuck because we're getting to the point right now where people are actually, moving towards other things, on trying to really uplift the culture, and you trying to slow us down by going back and
sucker shit.
Backtracking and just really kind of throwing shit out that doesn't have any validity to it. It's if anything, that song did the opposite. Because people went and listened to it to see, she's dissing Nicki Minaj or whatever the case may be. But ultimately, it really begs the question. One thing that Kim did say on here that was really interesting is that I'm one of the most disrespected legends in the game. And
how y'all feel about that?
It really begs the question: is Lil' Kim the most disrespected legend in the game?
Gonna make a poll for that. So all our viewers, all our listeners, we want to know: do you feel like she's the most disrespected female rapper in the game? Because for me, I feel it is a slight yes for me, just because when everybody was rapping they wasn't doing the whole sex appeal. Kim brought that sex appeal aspect to the game. And like, if we're gonna call people OGs, she is the OG of all OGs of that. Like,
yeah,
you know,
she really birthed. She really birthed this whole, you know, female rap, you know, genre.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she's really their big homie. But when we get into it, it's like, okay, well, Kim, I definitely say, yeah, she's one of the most disrespected legends, simply because she gets it from, not only does she get it from the Barbs, but she also gets it from the Beehive.
Yeah,
because
which is crazy.
Little Kim was actually the first Queen Bee. She didn't, you know, she didn't necessarily, like, you know, act. That was just who she was. It wasn't as if she was capping or anything like that. She went and did her bid, came back, and that was just pretty much what it was. And it's like, okay, well, and then you have that situation where people want to degrade her and everything and play that tug of war.
Right.
Like, oh, no, she's not the real Queen Bee. It's like, she was the original Queen Bee. Right. Okay, so let's get that straightened out. And then also with the Barbs and everything with her and Nicki Minaj, it's just like, you know, it's a real petty tug of war.
Yes.
Some of the things, I'm not going to even lie, Kim definitely does bring some things on herself in the sense of just the whole appearance aspect and just the different things that she's done to herself physically.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we look at her and we're like, oh my goodness, you are so gorgeous. Why did you do all this to yourself? So I feel as though that's kind of sort of where a lot of the, you know, some of the jokes are kind of like come in. But skill-wise and the fact of her actually being there and being solidified in the game, that's of no question.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So it's like to keep on going back and forth on that, and for people to just like, anytime they, you know, it's like, oh shit, I don't got nothing else to do. Let's take a shot at Little Kim today. It's like a real easy target, and she's very quiet and humble, and you don't see her like just kind of go back and forth on that shit. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of other people, like I was just saying, that was in line that 50 could definitely go on ahead and give us some laughs on before he goes and, you know, attacks Little Kim and her child. So that was one of the things as well. But as far as being solidified and just really getting that type of, you know, respect in the game and everything, I don't feel as though that she receives what she deserves.
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely. Like, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more, because like when you look at that tree, I mean, you know, Kim really was the root, and then after Kim, here comes Foxy, here comes Emilion, here comes Vita, here comes Charlie Baltimore, here comes Shauna, here comes Trina, here comes Kia. Like, you, all of them.
Did you call that bitch Kia?
Kia, whatever her name is. The chick that's saying my name, my back, whatever.
Man,
her crazy ass.
You hilarious.
But I mean, just like when you look at it, and just everybody who spawned off of her tree, like, she really set that off though. So Kim, I just want to say this here at Lacedrhymes, like, you're respected. You're our OG of all OGs. So like, for real, don't let these motherfuckers do you like that. You know, real people know what's up, and here we know what it is. We definitely know what it is here. All right.
I'm still stuck on Kia.
Oh, you still stuck on that?
I'm still stuck on that because that's just funny to me, but I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to get a gavel.
All right. Lace report, man.
Yeah, let's get into that. The sneakers. This
was crazy. But you know what, though? It was crazy, but at the same token, I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
I'm really not mad at it. Memphis Nike trailer gets jacked. Big time. Like, they really just went in, out there, manhandled, and got what they got. Like, orders on shoes that's supposed to be coming out in these next couple of months. Got them.
They did. They were, you know, this was definitely one of those type of heists where they got off a lot with the some of the Christmas drops, the 11s, the cherry 11s, and they also got the 4s, and they got those black and chrome 6s.
Yeah.
But one thing I did not see in that picture, I did not see any of those Jordan 1s.
Oh yeah, the
reimagined.
First they called the reimagined Chicago's, the mom and pops.
What's the new names of them?
The mom and pops.
Okay, which Nike actually did an amazing job from what I've seen on the packaging. And this is one of the things, because you come at me and you say all this shit about my shoe size and everything, and you're like, oh, because you did it. But when it comes down to that actual, like, that detailed packaging, I'm willing to bet that they're gonna give pretty much 6 and under those, like, just a regular black box or a regular Nike box, and you guys are gonna get that good packaging. We don't get those. We don't ever really get the keychains and all of that kind of stuff too. No. I'm just saying. and take. It's a give and take. So we got to. I just want to throw that out there because I looked at the packaging and I'm like, oh, that looks amazing, but I'm more than certain that I'm not going to be able to partake in any of that. As far as this one goes with the whole Memphis situation, it kind of more so it's giving inside job to me. It's giving.
Could be maybe.
No, I think because the thing, like when we think about it right now, the whole resale culture is kind of like it's taking a dive, right?
Yeah.
All right. So one of the things that I kind of looked at, going into woke sneaker talk right now, is the fact that woke sneaker talk.
Sneaker talk.
Think about Nike, and I think about Nike, and I think about the type of trust issues that I have with Nike as a corporation, just simply because it was just bought out to the carpet about a year ago of this woman's son that just had the whole inside track. In addition to that, like the whole Marcus Jordan and all of that, and name drops, whatever. But it's just the point that a lot of like shady shit kind of comes out of this, and I feel as though like also with Nike and the whole resale culture, like they've thrived off of it. They've allowed that to actually be a source of marketing and scarcity marketing is a big thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's like these from the moment that the Cherry 11s came out, it was pretty much like everyone in like the polls and in the comments, oh, I'm not really checking for those. I'm not checking for those. Right? So what better way to more or less kind of drive up the desire for them is to kind of create some sort of a scarcity marketing tactic. Because when you look at these trailers and everything, this isn't just one trailer and it's just, hey, a heist or whatever. This was like multiple trailers. Yeah. And then you got all these people and that's another excuse too when it comes around for those that actually did want the shoes now. Right. It's like the resellers are going to be able to like eat a little bit off of this because it's quote unquote limited pairs now. Right. So it's a little bit more desire. Like unless you live in Memphis, but it's like, we're not gonna see those pairs like that in that case. But like I said, I feel as though that it really more so gives to me, just like I said, conspiracy theory, whatever, that this possibly could have been an inside
you
job.
on your X-Files shit right now.
Hey man, just think about it. That this could have possibly been an inside job just to go ahead and drive up the fact of making them more desirable because of the fact that they're going to be more limited now because hey, we don't have them. Like remember when the 7-Eleven Dunks first came out? Yeah. Like everybody was like, "Oh no, I'm cool on those. I don't want them, right?" Then Nike pulled it, right?
Yep, they pulled it.
They were like, "Okay, well, they're not coming out." Now those I can't remember, but I know they're definitely within the thousands because a couple of pairs did actually go out. They did, and because they went out and they're now a limited shoe. Yeah, it's like okay, now they're desired. Yeah. So that's the same thing kind of started with the cherries in a sense because unless you're living in Memphis and you're doing the hand-to-hand sales and all of that, it's like it's not in your area. So in my opinion, it's kind of giving PPP. It's giving setup.
Oh my God!
That was just what I seen on it. It's like it just that was the feels on it.
No, I definitely feel you on that though. So I'm definitely with you. Could be some conspiracy shit behind that though. But hey,
because we're talking about these multiple trailers, and it's just like even if, say, for instance, Nike didn't know shit or whatever the case may be, somebody told them, I'm going to look the other way and all this, and that. Right. And it's a reason also, like, because in some states, if they kind of catch you doing something like that, they could shoot you on the spot. Yeah. So it's like, come on now. Like, oh, yeah. And this isn't a brand new, they've been moving sneakers through there.
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. I'm with you on that. All right, next up. I can't believe y'all hurt my feelings with this one. Nike Air Max attacks returning in 2023. But when we did these polls, a lot of y'all wasn't feeling them. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, I believe. I feel as though it was just you and I can't remember another person that said cop on these, but you and I definitely did say cop on these. I'm excited for them. They really, for those of you guys that are unfamiliar with the Nike Air Max attack, it kind of gives a resemblance between the Nike Airship. Yep. And I just feel as though it's going to be a really nice, nice sleek shoe, nice neutral shoe, give you kind of more of those 90 vibes and everything. Yes, and it reminds me of like the New Balance 550 kind of style, with that type of bottom and everything, and sweatpants and all that. But all it's going to take, Steve, is a couple of different colorways, and they're going to eat it up.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely though. And this falls into one of Nike's mini sneaker lines that they were doing for tennis players back in the 80s and 90s. So this was like the first time of this shoe, and it would make its return in 2023. The last time this shoe came out was in 1984, and we haven't seen it since. And it's coming in a light silver and black color blocking, and with mesh and leather materials with a nylon tongue and the check tongue labels with the red Nike Air branding. So I'm just gonna say I'm excited for this, and so when this drop, I can't wait for this to drop because I will be one of these guys that's gonna be getting their hands on these.
Yeah, I hope they come out, maybe January, February, so you can still kind of do the whole like the sweatpants,
Oh yeah,
trying but not trying look.
Yes, yes. Like for me, kind of casual. Yeah. For me, I'll like with that. I'll easily do sweatpants and flannel.
Cool. Oh yeah, that's gonna be very smooth. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got the Stussy and Nike collab doing the Air Penny 2 all black. And we know how Nikki feel about all black
but
sneakers.
you saw what I said on these. I said I gave these a cop. I did give them a cop. Because with Air Pennies, you just really, aside from like the foam posits,
right?
Like those are just classic shoes. They're just ultra nostalgic. So it's like, by them being all black, I'm not gonna lie, they are giving skid resistant McDonald's worker. They are giving all of the fast food vibes of hey. The HIPAA compliant, the OSHA compliant, shoes that you gotta wear, behind the cash register and shit like that in the kitchen. But basically, like, I do like the whole Stussy logo, the whole, logo on the side of it. And I think that these are gonna be fun. Personally, for me, I still stand on the fact that the whole all black situations, but if I were to do a black one, this is definitely not this isn't a total disappointment. I think it's gonna look better on, like I said, a man's foot. Okay. And
you could trick the laces out with these too.
Yeah, with white laces, I think that would definitely white laces would definitely set that off. I think that would bring out that Stussy there too as well. Absolutely. So I think that would be really, really nice. But yeah, this one, if it were to be a black shoe, I wouldn't be upset with this one. It's definitely a lot more fashion forward, in my opinion, than say some all black.
There you have it, guys. We got a winner. Yes. She likes a black shoe. Yeah.
You're a part of the design team on this one, Steve?
Oh no, but I wish I was.
He said we did it. Yeah. He said when I seen this one, I knew that we could make you go on ahead and compromise your standards.
Yes. See, look, and see, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Compromise. See.
Compromising. I definitely, like I said, I still stand on what I stand on as far as the black shoe. This one just isn't as, it's not that. I would prefer to see it. I know my son's not going to be able to get that in his shoe size because, he's not there yet. But these aren't bad. I'll go on that. And that's the thing about it too. It's like you got to be able to be changeable as well. You got to understand that there's absolutely nothing that is absolute, and there's an exception to every rule.
Ooh, check you out.
Yeah.
Dropping
that
philosophical
shit, right?
Check you out. All right, but the shoe is going to be coming out later on this year in the fall, and it's going to retail at $200. So, yeah, if you guys feel them, hold off to the money and get them. And I feel like this is going to be an easy cop. A lot of people, I feel like that's going to skip out on them. So, if you're a fan of the pennies, I say cop them. All right, next up, we got the New Balance 550 Marble Head in the white and the gray.
Yeah, that looks almost like a cool gray. Yeah. There's definitely some cool gray in there.
And you know what, though? I'm not mad at this, though, because they've been doing, like, a really damn good job, especially with this model of New Balances, the 550. It's like, they are, like, very, very popular out here in this sneaker community right about now. Like, and I'm loving the fact that I'm seeing a lot of people, like, wearing them. And they have, like, different colors in them. So for them to do something like this, which is basic in my opinion, very, very basic, but it's also cool though too at the same time.
Yeah, it's very it's very neutral. I feel as though that it's a universal colorway. I said cop on these just because of the fact that there's something that you can there's so much that you can actually do. Right. Especially when it's going into the winter, the fall season and everything. So these were pretty fun to me. We got a 64-36 split on that on the cops having it. Yep. So this one was a really smooth one. Like I said, you got a couple of different variations of gray in there. You got like almost like a wolf gray, and you got the cool gray in there with some white, and it almost looks like some sail from the picture. Right. And yeah, $550. I don't feel as though that you can miss on this one. So if you're able to get your hand on the marble, New Balance 550 Marblehead, go for it.
All right, and last up, which I thought was just pure utterly trash.
You know what? These right here. Go ahead and give the description on this one, because this one was really funny because I don't. It was one person. I feel as though that maybe gave us a cop on that.
Really? Oh, I think they did. Yeah.
Just about one person gave us a cop.
But these are the Reebok Premier Road Modern. These are just good God, terrible, ugly. Now this is a black shoe. Nah. This does not get the exception of the black shoes. This shoe right here giving me Burger King, McDonald's, Jack in the Box.
This one definitely, it does give you that kind of. This is more of the fast food worker shoe right here. One of those Walmart delights. But one thing I noticed is that it looks like it has more of the whole rubber outer. So I figured. This is just like, if I'm wrong, I had a theory on these. If they probably did a sale on these and it was an Adidas as opposed to a Reebok, and it was a Yeezy as opposed to just being... They would eat it up.
Yeah, they would eat it up.
This would be the future, man. This would be the wave of it all. And I see what Reebok is trying to do here. Something for everyone. I feel as though that they probably should have maybe gotten with an influencer, a good influencer to carry this. And like I said, if they went with more of the earthy tones as opposed to just doing all that black, I feel like this one could actually cross over.
Yeah.
But it's a no right now. Yeah, it's definitely a no. So it's an easy no. 89% drop, 11% cop.
Reebok was very wrong. They were wrong for
that. But this is the deal. I could easily see even, like I said, different, like a couple of different colorways. And if there was a Balenciaga slapped on there too, they would eat it up. So it's really unfortunate when you kind of come in contact with the companies like Reebok and Asics and some of these other companies that don't necessarily have that type of recognition right now. Yeah. Because Balenciaga could steal this entire design and it'd be the hottest thing. That should be bigger than those socks. Yeah. Those sock shoes. So, but before we get out of the sneaker, the lace report, as promised, this is actually our second time doing this right now, right?
Unboxing, baby.
Unboxing. Well, it's actually already unboxed at this moment.
And I'm so mad, y'all. I'm so mad.
I had the honor of actually having the kick pick this week. And my selection is none. And as just to kind of give you guys a little bit of backstory on the unboxing, we have the kick pick and we also have the classic corner. Mm-hmm. And Steven and I were actually going to go on ahead and pay homage to, of course, the artist and one of our favorite pairs of shoes that we personally own. And I had the honor of actually choosing my kick pick this week. This is my choice. So I went with none other than the Air Max 90 Bacons.
Fire!
Yes. As we know that these were originally released back in 2004. A highly sought after shoe. Yes. And they were re-released last year. And, as they kind of do their little thing on the market, I don't really care about how much, and what they're doing as far as a StockX standpoint. But these things right here are just none other than pure hot fire.
Yeah, I'm mad that you got those, and shout out to one of the OG heads, Lacedrhymes. He got those too.
Okay.
I hate both of y'all.
Okay, you too. Hey. That's such a strong word. I can't take that kind of lightly because you too can have a pair of these Bacons, especially right now. Everyone can. But you know, as of right now, like this is actually one of my favorite Air Max 90s, just because of the colorway. As you guys can see,
it's silhouette on that.
The silhouette is, you know, just unmatched.
Saucy.
The colorway, as far as, you know, the pink and how it just really accents that Bordeaux / kind of burgundy, and we have the brown and the cream, and it just all comes together. And it, you know, I don't eat pork, but you know, these are pretty nice here.
Right.
This is the closest that I'll come to it right now. The closest that I'll come to some bacon.
Right.
But the leather and just one of my favorite pairs. And I figured since it matched my nails, I'll go on ahead and bring this one out.
Check you out.
Hey,
check you out.
Really, not really. You see that? You see that? You know?
No, though, but today's unboxing, I ain't gonna front though. You really did that today. That was dope.
Yeah.
And another that's always been in my personal preference, because anybody that know me, they know I love runners. They know I love Air Maxes. That's like literally like one of my top 10 favorite Air Maxes of all time through the lineage of all the Air Max sneakers. Like the Bacon's always been dope, and pretty much in my opinion, very, very underrated. So I think I'm gonna have to go back and go grab those.
Yeah, go on ahead and go grab those, and also those the Curry 90s.
Yes.
Those
the Currys,
those are that's actually one of my another one, and then I like the what is it? The velvet, the red velvet. The red velvet Air Max 90s, those are really, really sick. You know
what you're talking about.
They're red. They are red velvets.
Oh, red velvets?
They are red velvets. I feel like that's the name of them. They are red velvets. They were a Valentine release, but they're red velvets. And you know, just you really don't miss too often with the Air Max 90s. Nike doesn't go too crazy with them, and thanks again for allowing me to go on ahead and express my gratitude and how much I love those shoes. So,
absolutely. All right, check the ROM, y'all. Let's get into these albums. Wasn't really too much of a lot of releases going on this week though. But even though the releases that we got though, these picks were pretty. I want to say pretty good, pretty decent.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty decent. And we're gonna start up first with the West Coast native, G Perico, LA Summers 2.
Absolutely.
Short, simple, sweet. He got to the point, and I like it. You know, he stick to his style, his measure rapping, and just the lyrics and the delivery is just on point though. But what I'm liking about this, like, you could definitely hear his growth as a person, as a man, him being more business oriented, but still giving you that street shit too at the same time.
Oh, absolutely. And listening to it, I feel like you'll be real sauced up. But if you played a G Perico like drinking game, and you like took a drink every time this nigga said Enterprise.
Oh yeah. And he said that so many times. Enterprise. Right. But you know, the track listing, the click where he's introducing all his peeps, his folks, 10 Digits, Gangsters Anonymous. One of my highlights on this was Did a Lot. I liked the Did a Lot, this one.
All I do is bust rhymes for it. I done did a lot. I done lost back to back and still ain't stopped. Going through the motions. Too much going on to be dealing with emotions. Gotta put this shit in motion. Can't be stagnant. Gotta keep going. Gotta come new every year. Hit the lot, trade that old shit in. Back against the
man, like that one was dope. Babylon was dope. Echo was dope. Well, honestly, I like the whole project. I mean, 9 tracks but 24 minutes. Like, he was just getting straight to the point. And as I keep on listening to him more, I am really, really starting to become a heavy fan of G Perico, because I want to say like 2-3 years ago, I did not know who this nigga was.
Oh man,
and, like, I really wasn't. And when I would go visit or go kick it at my parents' house, I could hear my little brother. Shout out to my little bro Quincy. He's playing this nigga nonstop.
Okay.
Like, nonstop.
All right, Quincy coming through with a good ear.
Yeah, he loved G Perico, like, for real. Like, that's his dude, though. So for him to drop this project, and because I want to say, a couple of episodes back, we did review another one on here.
Yeah,
so
we did.
111th ESO. So for him
to drop this project right, like, for the end of the summer. I thought that was pretty cool.
No, yeah, it was. Yeah. So, and still staying consistent at the same time. So,
yeah, because I actually like this one a little bit more than I like the previous, what was it, 111th?
Yeah,
like the 111th project wasn't bad, but I did enjoy this one as well, just on how smooth it flowed through. What was it, 6 tracks?
About 6, 7 9.
Okay, but it was definitely under 30 minutes. Listen, like Steve said, it got straight to the point, and G Perico, like, he's just really one of those guys. Either you're gonna love him or you're gonna hate him. It's really kind of almost hard to have an in between on him,
right?
Because he has such a unique style, and just the way his delivery is,
right?
And I've been listening to him for a while now, and man, he's definitely up there.
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely. So if you guys ain't checked this project out, go ahead and check it out. G Perico, LA Summers 2. Like, all right, next up, we got Madlib. Of course, one of the dopest producers in the game, doing a collab with LMD and Med, and the project is called Flying High. And you know what? I can't front. I enjoyed this one too.
Okay.
This one was smooth. About good 13 tracks. Again, short, simple, sweet. 31 minutes, half an hour. Where you could easily get through this, get in and out, and from the production, that what they were doing on these projects was dope. From Into, Advice, Flying High, Pop Fly, Cool, The Cyphers, Super, Steppers, Birthday, High Stakes. I wasn't feeling the skits too much though, but like
Flying High was one of my favorites.
Definitely.
That was rightfully the title track, album title track.
Yes,
that was rightfully so. That was definitely one of my favorites. I feel. I want to say Cool. The way that just how the beat and everything went. I would have loved to have heard Blue on that.
Oh yeah, that would have been dope.
Really nice. I was like, oh man, that's the only thing that's missing on this one right now. We would have been able to get the old Blue on there, like I don't know what they're doing right now, but this project overall, like, it's hard for Madlib to miss in my eyes, just simply because he is such a legend.
Yes,
and his production, and he just has an amazing ear. I was fortunate enough to kind of hear some of the songs that some of the production that is on this album over at Day in Vegas last year. He kind of gave us a couple tracks that weren't released yet.
Dope!
Yeah,
damn,
so that was real smooth. And overall, it's really hard for him to miss in my eyes. I enjoyed the project. I listened to it like pretty much 3 or 4 times without skipping or taking anything off of it. So if you guys haven't had the opportunity to check out the Flying High with LMD, as well as Madlib and
yes. And shout out to the hip hop artist that was featured on that album, Fly Anakin. I see you, boy.
Okay.
I see you, man.
Okay.
You out here grinding. For real. And next up, last but not least, Pierre Bourne. Good movie. And you know what? I can't front. This one wasn't too bad. But my biggest issue with it was long.
It was long as fuck.
Super long.
It was super long. I hate that this is actually the last one. I wish we maybe would have mixed them up a little bit so we could have ended on a better note with the music this week. Because it does a little bit. I kind of got a little bit of OCD on that note. I like to end on a high note. This one wasn't actually my favorite this week, just simply because, like Steve said, the project was pretty long and drawn out. He did have some slappers on there. Like, I felt like there was a couple tracks on there for the ladies, and also, for my smooth dudes that, don't mind maybe lighting an incense, a candle, clean up the house, that kind of deal. Maybe something to spray your cologne to, whatever the case may be, whatever your vice is, your fancy, pick it there. But like Steve said again, it was just really long and overdrawn out to the point where you didn't really, it was really hard to actually say, oh, I like this track and everything.
Like that,
but one thing I will give him, because as we know, Pierre is a great producer, is that a lot of the production and everything was just so flawless.
Yes,
the
it was
songs,
good.
they went from, you didn't know where one song stopped and the other one started.
Yeah.
And they were just like his layout. He has that. It's just the point of, like, it just keep on going on and on and on. And I feel like if he maybe would have divided this up into maybe 3 different projects, I would probably have something different to come to you guys right now as. But just hearing it in its entirety right now, it was pretty long for me.
No, absolutely. And the only standout track for me that I liked was this one, was Love Drill.
Okay.
Like it just gave him just like a smooth vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that though, this is like really my only takeaway from this album. Really.
Okay, yeah, he had some smooth ones on there, but it's just like I again have to go through the whole project to go find those damn songs, and it's like, okay, well, we'll see if I got time. Won't got time today, cause but yeah, that one was pretty long and drawn out. But ultimately, if you're like not taking anything away from them, if maybe you clean the house or whatever the case may be, doing something, cooking, laundry, whatever the case may be around the house, and you're just looking for something to throw in that you're not gonna have to sit there and just really put a lot of thought into and try to dissect any type of metaphors or anything of that sort. It's a good project in that regard. But again, these are our personal opinions, so you guys let us know, what your thoughts are. That was a good movie by Pierre Bourne.
No, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, that was our week of Check the Rhyme. So, pretty much, let us know, like, in the comments and just with everything, if out of these three, like, what you feeling, like, so that's what I want to see. I want to see y'all blow these comments up and just let us know, like, when we go through these albums, let us know if you feeling them. Let us know if you're not feeling them, or even let us know, hey, like, if we wrong about some shit, like, for real, let us know.
Absolutely, because they definitely came with the smoke last week.
Oh yeah, they did. They definitely came with all the smoke,
all the preferences,
the preferences,
and all that. And it's no right or wrong to all that.
Right,
it's just say we all like what we like.
Yeah, like what we like.
They definitely let us up on that.
No, yeah, absolutely. All right, it's about that time. Let's get into this classic corner.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the
classic.
All right. No further introduction. September 27, 2005.
DJ Paul and Juicy J Productions. Paul
Wall, baby.
Hypnotize minds. 3-6
baby, yeah, that's me.
going down.
Candy paint, back switching lanes, sipping drinks, 84, candy.
The People's Champ.
Free. And we coming with the early shit. It's the rocks.
Man. I mean, there's no introduction.
Niggas and we hit y'all with the early shit. Y'all better keep your weapons close.
And Freeway killed this on here with him.
This is the way we ball. Bring the
we can keep going.
If you really
Sidewayz, boys in the days. Sidewayz, boys in the days. Sidewayz, boys in the days.
Hey.
Sidewayz, boys in the days. Sidewayz.
Come on now, when this came out, hey, he took us on what Houston looked like, for real.
I definitely, this was, what a time. Because this was definitely around the time that Mike Jones,
Yeah,
was
Mike
coming
Jones.
out. We had that Chameleonaire, we had Slim Thug. Houston was definitely holding it down at that time, for sure.
Even this one, man.
Yeah,
everybody was playing this in their car.
Oh no, everybody had this as their MySpace. I got the internet going nuts. Hell yeah, this is one of my.
Right.
I definitely had this shit on my page.
Right. Everybody had this.
I got the internet going nuts. I got the internet going nuts. I got the internet going nuts.
Hey, you know you had them.
I got a couple pictures on this email too. Gonna see what they talking about, man.
I'm on this 5'9" South Lee, baby, holla at me.
Coming straight up out of that chat room and live from the message board. I'm at the crib all by myself, chatting online when I'm bored. Oh my lord, Black Planet got all the freaks. I hit your page and send a note, then hit me back when it's time.
And even the big radio hit right here, Paul had him. Man.
Okay. I hated this fucking song. I gotta be honest. I did. I like the, don't get me wrong, Sin Sidewayz, that was my shit. But this one right here.
Hey, this was a bops though too.
You was jamming out to this?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I got it. I just have to be honest about that.
I know, ain't nothing wrong with that.
It started off, we were two peas in the pod, motivated by love.
Man, Paul Wall, the people's champ. Before I get into this though, you know, I gotta shout out my mom, Mama Lindsay. She actually helped me with this pick.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was just dope because I had a was like had a brain fart. I'm just like, damn, who should I do? Who should I do? Who should I do? My mom was so like, do Paul Wall. I was like, Paul Wall? She was like, yeah. She was like, no disrespect to M. Like, you know, we love Eminem, but from a cultural standpoint, black people love Paul Wall.
Oh, absolutely. Paul Wall is so authentic.
Yeah, black people love Paul Wall. And like, you know, I was like, damn, you know what? You're right. So I just started, you know, just playing this all week, and it just totally.
White people love Paul Wall, like white people love Brian Gumble,
right? We know for real though, but you know what though? With this album, did great numbers. Peaked at the Billboard number 15, went 2 times platinum. And what I love about this album so much, don't get me wrong, we love UGK. We love Scarface. We know they're from Texas, though. But for me, my perspective, my lens, when Paul Wall came out, he really gave us a glimpse on what Texas really, really is, in my opinion. Like, you know, like we heard of these names, like, you know, DJ Screw and all of them. But the fact that he was mentioning it a lot in his records, and then just with the, you know, Cali has their car culture out there, and seeing Sitting Sidewayz for the first time, I'm like, damn.
Absolutely.
Riding through Cadillacs, 15s in their cars, like just a whole nine, and even the fact that, you know, always been about the culture. You know, grew up with black people. His wife is black. So,
absolutely, and you know, it's just. When this album initially dropped, it was just an amazing time. And what I loved about Paul Wall and everything that was coming out of Houston at that time is that they knew how to ride their wave.
Yes.
It was like we got Chamillionaire, because initially when Paul Wall was coming up, him and Chamillionaire were rapping together and everything. And they had a fallout and, you know, so on and so forth. That's, you know, Texas, Houston politics. But one thing that I loved about them is that nobody, you know, for all of them, they didn't miss that bus.
Yeah,
they all hopped on, and they all, like, we got so much music at that time, so much culture, because even down to, like, we got the Slim Thug, like I was saying, we got the Chamillionaire, we got the Mike Jones, we got the Lil Flip, exactly.
Yeah, man,
we got Paul Wall, and it was
crazy.
so funny because we used to like sit up and like just kind of like, my brothers, they're just practical jokers and everything. They were like pretty much like Paul Wall's Bobby Hill growing up. You know, he sells grill. You know, like Hank Hill sells grill. He sells.
Damn it, Bobby.
Right, Paul Wall, baby. I'm Bobby Hill, baby. Like, you know, he sells grills the whole nine. But even down to like the whole grill culture, the fact that this was like really what he was known for. Aside from rapping, it was like before Johnny Dang and all of that. Everyone was coming to Paul Wall for grills outside of like the whole hip hop and
feature
rap
heavy.
aspect.
After this album, everybody wanted Paul Wall on their song. Like he was like really, really the guy to go to, and just like, you know, the culture for him, just really embracing, you know, that Southern lifestyle
and being authentic with it.
Yes,
it's like, it's one thing to kind of like hop on and everything too. And as you mentioned, he has a black wife, so it's like I love that authenticity and the aspect of when it's authentic. And you know, I don't knock anybody that, you know, for whatever their preferences are, but as long as you're staying true to what you want and everything,
and stand on it.
But definitely, like, if we had to like do the whole like race trading aspect of like Dave Chappelle and everything, I'm trading a couple for Paul Wall.
Absolutely.
He's been that, and even from his interviews and even down to like what he's doing now, you know, current to date. Yes. He's still that guy. You know, Houston, oh man, like I really adore this time because like you said, we had Ghetto Boys, we had Scarface,
UGK.
just everything coming out of Rap A Lot at that time. And outside of Rap A Lot, we didn't hear too much out of Houston, but he definitely put on for Swisher House. And like, just even down to that time, like, huge shout out to my man Frank, because by him putting me on so much music at that time and introducing me to Screw, it's like all of those albums, it was just so amazing. Like, we got it. Like, not only did we get Paul Wall, but at those times everybody was screwing their albums, because having that urban legend, that one, that chopped and screwed, and then those R&B cuts, it was just so what a time to be alive.
Man, one of my favorite songs that they had chopped and screwed, like, I love, like, hey, whoever did Mint Condition, Pretty Brown Eyes, chopped and screwed, hey, y'all real ones, right? Hey, y'all.
Hey, I'm gonna be so honest with you. That stuff used to mess me up too sometimes, like, cause like I used to smoke weed, right? And that one would like, imagine just like kind of being out of it a little bit, and then like hearing this, like, it's the CD skipping, break, I'm waiting on it to like kick in and all of that kind of deal. So it's just like, oh man, it was a great time. I really enjoyed that, and it's just the whole authenticity factor and the fact that culture is still alive and well in Houston to this day. And that was a great pick.
Man,
okay, all right, check out Wizzy.
No, thank you. Yeah, only a pick though, but shout out to my mom's, Mama Lindsay. You came through in the cluster that one. So moms, thank you. Thank you for that pick. Like, I really, really appreciate you. For that one though, man. So I mean, definitely, like, that was just a slapper for me. This whole week. So I mean, like, like, that album, it's a classic. Say what you guys want to say. Like, that is a classic.
I don't dispute it. I just kind of hate that little puppet song.
Girl.
Oh, man, that Sam Cooke sample there. It's like, it was one of those times. But that's my personal thing. But aside from that sitting sideways, and like I was saying, I got the internet going nuts. That definitely was a MySpace. That was a MySpace. That was for like, you just really had to be there.
Right.
That's one of the things about Instagram. Not just Instagram, because Instagram is like, okay, you could do your whole story aspect. But as far as the Facebook, that was like one of the hardest transitions for me.
Oh my
initially,
God.
Because it's like, okay, so where do I put my music?
Facebook ain't got no music.
No, man, because that was one of the biggest things about MySpace, being able to pick that song, and then you got the header, like, I got like the titles, I Know You Envy Me, and all that kind of crazy shit or whatever.
Wasn't nothing like, either whether y'all was at school, college, or even community college, ain't nothing like getting to the computer, logging on, new friend requests, new comments, new messages.
To have them all lit up.
It was like, when that was all lit up,
and it was. We gave them an opportunity to build up, because you could be out all day and not be able to get to your MySpace to like log in to actually check your notifications. And this was before, for our young audience. This was before you even could do these things on your cell phone. I remember I thought that, like, I would, like, of course, Sidekick and all of that kind of deal. I was on a Sidekick wave, the first Sidekick. Then I had slid over and became Team Trio.
Oh,
and
Trio one, man. I
felt very important with my Trio, being able to pull out my little stylus and motherfucking tapping the screen and everything. I felt so important with that thing. And then, like, all of that, like being able to go to YouTube and all that. And it's just amazing on just witnessing how much technology is just
just fucking just changed. And you already know. I'm gonna just put that out there, niggas, women. Yeah. We was all getting in trouble if you wasn't on a person's top 8. If some person wasn't on your top 8, you in trouble.
Oh, that was the moment. And then some people would get jazzy and just kind of turn it into a top 4. Right. That way they didn't have to deal with it and everything, and put Tom in a top 4 just so that they didn't have to deal with the whole situation and everything.
Shit,
or they would hide they top 8. But I had got so jazzy with the coding and everything. Like, I would know how to, like, click and do all that kind of stuff, like take certain aspects of it out, and it was just amazing once we started getting into, because
Yeah, I
but
bet
it wasn't LOL smiley face. It was what was that? Shorty Like Mine. That was the Bow Wow video when he was able to flip through the screens.
Yeah.
That was like pretty much the end of MySpace. But like MySpace started having those interactive screens and shit where they would come in and slide in and all that.
That was tight.
That was really, and then it also introduced me to a lot of artists on there as well, because we ended up the first time I ever heard Drake, and one of my biggest regrets from MySpace era is that I could have got the comeback season. I could have got that autograph for like $20 back then.
Shit.
Off of his, because following him and everything. This is when he still was like Jimmy Degrassi, and I was following him because I was a Degrassi fan.
And this was people always try to. I know how I feel about him, corny Drake though, but this was when I actually liked Drake. This was Backpack Drake. This was when Drake was rapping over Jay Dilla, like
absolutely, and
doing
and rapping with Little Brother. He had that song with Fontaine.
Yeah,
and
this
all
is
of that.
This was him.
I feel as though that was him being himself.
Yes,
and all this that we get now is just like whatever. I choose not to even go down that rabbit hole, but that was one of the things. And then also like we just got so much music back then that you can't really get unless you go to YouTube. And then some of those artists, they never even put their music on YouTube.
Yeah. I remember hearing first about Miguel on MySpace. Yeah. Miguel on MySpace. It was like what you said. A lot of people that we grew to love now.
Yeah, like you and I got you and I off of there. I had Holly Weird on there. It was this group. Like I feel like I mentioned them like in one of my first episodes, but Supreme, they were on there. And they were real smooth. It's just like, and it's like, damn, where are these guys now? And even down to Dom Kennedy and just like some of those that are actually still doing numbers to this day, still circulating. But it was such an amazing experience. Said all that to say that the internet going nuts, that was definitely one of the hot picks there. That was one of those songs that was on absolutely everybody's page between internet going nuts and DJ play a love song from Jamie Foxx. Like I
never. All the songs. I think you was a player from the Himalayas.
Oh man, you already know. It was just the slideshows and all of that. It was real interactive, and because it was like I love music so much, and to be able to like have a platform to be able to do both, like be social and have the music taste there. Like Neo was first coming out and all of that good jazz. So that was amazing. But now I get my Instagram stories and I get to go on ahead and like kind of get my little, not say flex on, but get my little.
Man, fuck that. You do. You're good. You're not good. You're great.
You got it.
You're great.
Hey, like it's so funny because it was like it's a talent to find that 15-second clip to express what you're trying to like depict in there. But my homeboy Terrell, he's like, you're at God level on that.
Right. I'm like off of Wayne's for we're not worthy.
Because you really gotta really listen to lyrics to be able to, I promise you, it's a joy. But for those that get it, those that don't. But no, this has definitely been another amazing episode.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. Yes. And you guys go ahead, my people, everybody that tunes in. If you never heard this album, go check it out. For real. This is a classic. And once you finish it, you're going to understand why Paul Wall, The People Champs, is a fucking classic. Like,
absolutely.
For real,
and for those of you guys last week, all of our Apple listeners and everything, just so you guys know, technical difficulties from upload last week. So if you guys want to go ahead and backtrack and hear all the shenanigans from last week, we are officially on YouTube. As well as all the other platforms. So that episode,
Spotify, iHeart, SoundCloud, Google Play. We're on all of these shit. So yeah, man.
Yeah, so it's uploaded on all of those platforms. But just so you guys know, we're in the heart of being consistent and everything. For those that are looking for that particular episode, it is there. And this one should, definitely be all good to go.
Definitely so. But yeah, I had fun with you today.
I always have fun, my man. It's always great to get together and just kind of go back and forth and all that good jazz. So
and the fact that you like black shoes. We actually found actually found a shoe that Nikki like, and it's black.
You like black shoes. I gave a compliment to one pair of shoes, and that equated into me liking black shoes.
Yeah.
Okay, please, go on ahead and get your Michael Johnson on that one. Like, going ahead and what's my guy off of Higher Learning? Malik. Go ahead and get your Malik on. But run, nigga, run. But nah, yeah, those stussies, those aren't bad. You know, I don't. You know, we'll see how that goes because I think that definitely that one's gonna be on the Sneakers app, and I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to get their hands on it. So we'll see.
Right. No. Yeah. But guys, thank you for tuning in with us again. Thank you for all the support. Go ahead, rate, subscribe, leave a comment on all our social platforms, and go ahead and on YouTube hit that notification bell. When this pops up. Subscribe to our channel, Lacedrhymes. Subscribe to everything that we're on: Apples, SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeart, Podbean. You name it, we own it.
Absolutely, and if we're not,
we own it.
Okay. You name it,
we own it.
Okay.
You name it, we own it.
Oh.
You name it, we own it.
Okay. If you name it, we own it. That was $1 million flow right there. Right. But anywho, and if not, please let us know so we can make sure that we're on it.
Yes, absolutely though. But until then, this your boy SkeeterSteve
and Nikki B.
Lacedrhymes, we out.
Yep.
That was fun.